Hey y'all, so today I figured let's try drawing a turkey. Reason for that is because Thanksgiving is coming up and why not learn how to draw the big bird, okay? So I'm going to show you one way of drawing it. It's got step-by-step directions in the slideshow, and then I'm going to attach an Art Hubs for Kid version of drawing a turkey because it kind of looks like fun. All right, sorry about the shadow. I'm shooting this a little bit later in the day. Let's see if I can get a little more light. Okay, well, that doesn't really help. Ooh, okay, so let's start. We're gonna start with a circle, lower half of your page. Then you're going to draw a line here and a line here. And I'd make this light because I think it looks better if you kind of make more of that feather shape at the end. That was not too perfect, so I'll go up and go over it again. There we go. Still not perfect, but that is a-okay. So what you want to start off with is creating the part for his head. It's going to be this wonky shape. And then you're going to want to get on your beak right away, his gobble gobbler, his eye, and you can go in and add lots more details, but for now, let's add some little legs. 1, 2, 3, almost like the start of a star. You can make your legs as big as you want, as little as you want. It's hard to believe those legs carry around such a big bird. And then you're going to want to give texture to his body to give him the idea of fur. It's actually very similar to the peacock, except the peacock's body is a lot different. So from there, you're going to draw the kind of radiating patterns. Those will be his feathers. And you're going to put to use that veining pattern that you did with leaves. And I'm going to draw it first in pencil, and I'm going to turn off that light and see if it's better when I go over it with marker. Here we go. And I probably would add more feathers too. I feel like maybe another one here and another one here. You can decide if you want to add more. But I like that idea that it looks like veining because the leaves and the feathers actually have a very similar kind of way of veining and branching out. So now you can do it any way you want. You could make these pointier, or rounded, whatever you want. I kind of like it better than leaving it flat. And you could kind of add other ones in here, whatever makes you happy. I feel like you need another one right here. Veins, 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 and over. All right, so that is the start of my turkey. I will outline him for you. Here's his eye. Maybe I'll give him a little sleepy eye. He's probably falling asleep waiting for Thanksgiving. Give him his little beak, little gobbler. Outline that circle. Those legs. Another leg. Little feathery pattern texture. He's got to keep warm in the winter before they come for him. Run, turkey, run. Okay, so now, again, you can do this part if you want first, however you want. Mine is kind of not perfect, and that is okay. Perfect and art usually don't go together. It's like whatever happens, as long as you're learning something new. Adding those feathers. And I feel like I probably personally would add more, just because I feel like I want more. There we go. There you go. There you go. And that's basically the step-by-step one they're showing you. And again, when you get those, they're really not meant for you to have to follow so closely. They're just meant to give you an idea of what's shape to start with. And from there, you can borrow their ideas, you can use them, you can change them. Whatever you choose is fine. The idea is that on this particular bird, you want a bigger body. You don't want somebody to say, wow, what a beautiful peacock. Although if they did, that's okay. Maybe if he looks like a beautiful peacock, they won't eat him. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Lots of ways to color. Look up his feathers. They're kind of in those earth tones of browns and oranges and fallish colors for him. But you can definitely take a look because a lot of them have a lot of blues kind of mixed in there and purples. So check it out. Decide for yourself. Sign your name. Upload your work to Artsonia. At the end of the year, or even possibly the semester, we're going to have an art show. And the only way I can make sure your artwork is included in the art show is if you make sure to get it on Artsonia. Okay? All right. Take care. Enjoy. All right, so you can see I'm just starting to add color. Really no plan in place other than I'm looking at a picture of one and I'm mixing it. Remember I said they had those kind of blues and purples. Just kind of mixing those in here, making it look a little curly and feathery. Here I mix the browns and tans, this color and yellow. Now I'm kind of mixing these up. I might even add a little purple. I'll go with the darker purple. Maybe a little red. Oh, I maybe want to save the red for here. Oh yeah, I like it. I might mix that with a little orange. Go a little harder on that so that it's blended. I like the oil pastels because at the end you can go a little bit darker. My little mixing white. Use my white to just blend a lot of this. I see there's a lot of brown here on the picture I'm looking at from the slideshow of the turkey. Kind of blends from red to brown. Gonna blend those together. I might even use a little black here. Maybe I'll blend with a little bit of gray if I can find you. There, gray. The fun thing about pastels is you really don't have to be as careful. So you can see I'm coloring rather quickly, just making color choices. And since his body is curly, furry, or sorry, feathery, I am just kind of able to go in a rush around there. Certainly that's not my motive, is to have you rush, but you can just think about adding at the end on top of it a little more of that feathery look that we did underneath. I might go in and add some details, like just give it a little more texture. Could go around at the end and maybe outline it here, a little bumpy. And that's pretty good. Very kind of jumpy. I'm not really going with too much of a plan. Now for the back, I'm going to do a little more blending. I think I'm going to go with the tan a little bit more. I'm going in the direction the feathers would grow. So you notice when I did the curl, or sorry, the pattern of his body where the feathers are closer, I was going more in a circular direction. Here I'm kind of radiating it toward the top. These little, that beigey brown. You see how I kind of went over those veining lines? I can go back later and kind of work on them. And I certainly could work more careful than this. There's lots of different ways to color, but for this one, I kind of want to have a quick finished piece. Go a little darker along the edges. Sorry about the lighting. It got a little later in the day when I was filming this. And then I probably, if I had a peeled oil pastel like back in the art room, I probably would use one of them on the side here so I didn't get this much stripiness, but that is all right. A little blue sky. And again, I could use my white to do blending if I wanted it to be less see-through. That's why I like the peeled piece, so if it breaks, it's actually kind of a nice thing. Softens it up. You can always smear with your finger or a tissue, a piece of cotton or Q-tip, whatever you like. And now I'd probably go back to black and really make those feathers pop. I'm going to add some more lines. I think it looks better with more. Might even add one in here. Color his little legs in. And there you go. I certainly will spend a little more time on it myself. Here at the ends, I might want to go near the ends and just make it a little more feathery. You can stop when you want. Sometimes I like to keep going, and other times you got to just say, okay, stop, that's enough. That's enough, you've got it. All right? I promise I'll stop. There we go. Okay, and there's your turkey.